Hey guys, it's Teresa here, Crafted Mama ML. I am back with May's prompt for Studio 6 Creations, and this month we are doing the word sweet. You can take it as you want. It can be the word sweet, it can be sweet tooth, sweets as in donuts and candy and chocolate. As you can see, I'm going with more of the sweet theme. There is a photo of Leah, and she has some candy in her hand. And then I'm going with donuts, and you'll see some paper with sweet-like things in it. It does look different. You probably are wondering why. Normally, I scrap an 8.5 by 11 layout, but right now, I am doing a tag. I'm super excited. This month, we wanted to challenge ourselves and do something different. So we all decided to switch out our medium. And if you're wondering who is doing my medium, it's actually our guest designer, Monica, who is Scrapsaturday here on YouTube. She is so talented, and she actually always does 8.5 by 11 layouts. So this was so exciting for us to ask her, and I can't wait to see what her video looks like along with everybody else. I do want to give props to Rhonda, Heart Music Soul RJ, for doing tags all the time. I found this a pure challenge. Oh my god. And I tried my best to do some mixed media type things for everyone that watches her videos. They know how much she gets into it, and all the layering with sprays and inks, and she's absolutely talented. So I wanted to try and kind of make her proud by doing this video. So what I'm doing is I cut this tag with my Cameo, and I used my Spectrum Noir paper. I wanted something a little bit thicker. And I'm going with an ombre look. So I started with picked raspberry, and I left it off with spun sugar. So I worked my way up with the darker, medium, and then the lighter. And now I'm using my Heidi Swapp stencil. This is actually my only stencil. I know it's pathetic. But I know Rhonda always uses stencils on her tags as well. So I wanted to try and follow that like she does, but kind of put my own spin to it, I guess. So I'm just using that darker color and kind of layering up a few spots here and there where it's going to kind of like peek out. I kind of wanted it in the end to look like confetti or sequins are peeking out, I guess. This is a paper from Echo Park Paper, and this is from Allison Craft. It is the Everyday Electric. This paper is so cute. It's all about fairs. There's bubblegum things on it, Ferris wheels, cotton candy, rides, clowns. It's just roller coasters, everything to do with a fair, which to me reminds me of sweet foods and candy apples and like the food trucks. So I thought this would be perfect. I edited out a lot in this video. I was layering and trying to figure out where I was going to put things. It was intense. This took me a long time. But from the magic of my movie maker, it looks like it only took me like, what, 10 minutes? So I ended up doing some splatters of the Heidi Swapp Gold Spray. I did this because I didn't want it just to be pink in the background. And in the end, I don't do a lot to that top part of the tag. So I'm glad I put some color in there. You're going to see me cutting a tag. The tag is, I actually did that off camera before I started filming. But then I realized I was trying to do a tag on a tag, and then I tried making just a small tag, and then I realized it was too small. So I ended up just cutting the top part off, and I was able to still use this photo, and it just looks like I kind of layered some paper on top. And I really like how that looks. So I'm just going to fiddle around with those donuts, who actually, Scrapina Creations Jen gifted those to me in my latest pocket letter. So I was so excited to get those, and I knew right away where I wanted to use them, and I was just excited because I haven't made any of those donuts. She actually mentioned that Cindy for Kiddos did a tutorial on making these, so I'm going to have to check it out because I think they're so stinking cute. I'm going to use that bow. And I actually use that on my Cameo, and I am so excited. I've been seeing everyone make those bows. I think there's even an actual die set that cuts these out to make them. If you own a Cameo, you do not need it. I learned how to trace and cut a file. So basically, I found an image on Google. All I typed in was like bow template. And then I went on to my studio software, and I opened the image. And what I did was I used the trace option, and I put on the high pass filter so that way it traced around the whole image and it kind of like made it solid. And then I was able to cut these bows, and now I saved that file, and I'm able to cut them in like any size, like 1 inch, 2 inch, 4 inches. I think these ones are I think these are like 4 inches or 3 inches. They're pretty large. And so what I'm doing with these donuts, I put one in behind the photo, and then I wanted to layer the other one on top, and I kind of pop dotted it so it gave it a little bit of dimension. And then I'm going to add the bow that I made. And that paper's from the crepe paper line, and I thought it looked really cute. I did it two-tone where it's the lettering, but then I did the middle part where the bows attach to each other. I kind of did like a light pink. So I'm going to just layer that on top of the actual donut. I'm just trying to fix those, like the poof of the bow so they kind of stick out a little bit more. They kind of flattened when I used my ATG gun on it. Now I'm going to use a file cut, and this was gifted to me from Jen. Oh yeah, it's Jen. I believe this is one of Heidi Swap's die cuts, and I love this handwriting. So I'm just going to use my Tombow glue and add that. Now, looking back at this, I wish I would have used, and I've done this so many times, the pen, like a glue pen type thing. I think mine ran out though. I'm assuming that's why I always go back to my Tombow glue. The only reason why I say this is because sometimes I put a little bit too much on and it kind of bleeds through. And in the end, it bleeds on that big gold splatter. And it kind of made like a white ring around it. And I don't like how it looks now. And I don't really know how I can fix it. I was going to try and put a sequence on, but it'd be such a random sequence, like sitting on top of the Y. You can't notice it here, but now that it's actually completely dry, I notice it. So I'm just going to play around with it and just press it all down. Right now, I believe I'm bringing out my sequence, which you're going to notice I hardly have any pinks left. I have been so generous in like giving so many away in my pocket letters. I just know everybody needs a little bit of sequins. So when I know what their favorite color is, I try to make them a couple goodie bags of sequins to add into my pocket letters. So I'll definitely have to make another trip to the dollar store. I'm just going through one of my little containers. This is like a Valentine's Day type container. And I'm pulling out some, what is that called? It's Heidi Swap's, I forget what it's called. Rhonda actually gifted it to me, so I thought this would be perfect to use on this tag. And I'm actually going to dye it with the Heidi Swap Primrose color. So I'm just wiping up my mess. And I am going to just take a piece of plastic. Actually, no, first I'm going to fiddle with that heart that I took too, but I ended up not even using that. It's actually sitting on my desk. I did like it in the middle there. I thought that looked so cute. But with this sticker, it's almost like it's been like glossy accents, so it's almost rubbery, and I can't bend it for it to stay like that. I guess I could try and hot glue it, but it's not worth it. I just ended up just tossing it to the side. I'm going to take that, I wish I could remember what it's called. It's that Heidi Swap ribbon type thing that you can spray. Oh, and I think someone else has it too. Like, it's not the Heidi Swap one, but you can buy it and it does the same thing. It's the type that kind of crinkles up too that I love. So I'm using her new spray that I just got. It's the Primrose one, and I love this color. This is my first time I believe it's my first time using it. I could be wrong. I really like how it's like it's pink, but it's almost like a dark coral pink. It's really, really pretty. So I'm just going to like move it around off this plastic to try and get it covered as much as I can. I don't mind a little bit of the white as well. And I'm going to do it off camera, I believe. I'm going to just dry it up so it's completely dry. And I'm going to add it to the top of the tag. I thought I wanted to go with like a bow look, but I ended up just doing like a double knot and having it kind of hang. And I really like how that looks. I think this would be cute to make a couple of these and kind of add them to like a little tag mini album. I think that'd be cute. I'm not going to jump ahead though because I still am behind on my Project Life series, and I fall behind quick. I think with life and kids and work and being a wife, it's hard to... I get excited when I actually finish something. So here I am. I thought I was about to do the bow, and then I'm like, no, I'm going to double knot it because I kind of want it to all hang to the one side. And I'm just trying to scrunch it up, kind of. Oh, here Madison's coming in to show me her candy cane board game that she's drawing. We're going to play tomorrow. And now I'm going to probably open up my sequins, and I'm going to use my Tombow glue, and I'm going to adhere them. Again, I just kind of lay them where I think. I think I'm going with a darker pink and a lighter pink. I end up using some gold as well, but I didn't film it. I ended up adding the gold in the end, and I just wanted a little bit more gold to go with kind of the gold shine that I added to the top and the bottom. So I'm just going to use my Tombow glue and adhere all those sequins. And I'm really starting to like how it looks. Again, I do give props to Rhonda. I don't know how she does it every month. I found this so challenging. With the layout, it's so versatile and you can do different things. But I think that's what's great about this group of girls. We kind of just, we take a prop and we all use it the way we think. But times like this, we kind of switch it out and try something new. And I really hope we do this again. I found it challenging but fun at the same time. So now I'm just looking at it to see if I like it. And I think I do. So I'm going to do some close-ups just so you guys can see. I hope you guys like it. Rhonda, you especially. I tried my best to stay kind of with the mixed media, the inks, the sprays, just like you do, because I didn't want to let the tag people down. So thank you guys so much for watching my video, and please check out the other ladies and also Monica's Scrap Saturday, who is our guest designer. Thank you guys so much. Take care. Bye.